My name's David Haswell and I have 3 franchises. I have one in South Tyneside, Newcastle and Darlington. So before I joined Bluebird Care, I was working for a medical device company and I was heading up their sales and marketing for a portfolio across Europe. And prior to that, I was involved in sales. I think a franchisee is a business owner at the end of the day. I would call it. And I think for me, it's always something I wanted to be. I wanted to strive to be my own boss. I think from that point of view, it's revolutionised my life. I think I had aspirations and goals as a family that I was able to support them financially, but also from a time point of view. This job is hard. I'm not going to get away from it. Being your own boss is hard, but I think being able to manage your own time is a massive advantage. And I think the franchisee part is you have a subset of people who are going through exactly the same things as you. And the power of being a franchisee and part of a franchise group is the network. And I have to say, some of my closest colleagues in the network have become some of my closest friends, and we can share, we can and also get advice off each other. And I think that's the power of being part of this network. It's got some great people in, and I think we carry that burden of being a business owner together, but also we overcome those challenges together as well.
What we need to do is get this sorted.
Okay, sending me, I'll forward it to you now then. And he's also sent the service requirements over later as well, so I'll send let me forward these both to you and go through them. XX 2-week work experience placements each year. So how many committing to?
So I said 2,
okay,
so that's
fine.
6 years, that's 6 over the 3-year contract.
So that we've done previously as well is why don't you share that on it? So I need to go tell Jacob actually.
No, that would be a good
And
idea.
attach to it and say, look, this is what our current people say. Yeah. And if we get returns on this back from it, we can use some of this as well. The most challenging part of the role is with any business is people. And I think ensuring that you have a team you can trust, which I've previously mentioned. I think being able to understand that running a business, especially in home care, is like a roller coaster. You'll have up days and have down days and realise actually that's just part and parcel. And then obviously at the moment with the way the industry is, the way the country is, recruitment is an issue. But it's always been an issue for us, and I think it's around about ensuring that you can be the employer brand of choice and get things right. And if you are that, there's plenty of people out there that you can attract into your company. And I think if you do that, then challenges can be overcome. Hi Deborah, just David here. Just a quick message from me to wish you happy work anniversary. I can't believe it's been 6 years. Just want to take this opportunity to thank you for each one of those 6 years and all your hard work, especially over the last 2 years. All the efforts you've gone to keep our customers safe, come out the other side. But thank you very much. Have a great day. Cheers. I suppose this is the benefit of someone in marketing, because if it wasn't, then what I would have to do is not only record these, I would have to try and crop them, take me however long. I would have to upload them to the YouTube channel, how long, and I have to then sort out whether I'll ClickSend or whether I'll MailChimp. It's like all that takes time, and I think it's definitely if people can afford to have someone in marketing and have that position as a full-time position, it's invaluable the difference it makes, not only externally but internally around our internal comms and about messaging and about just our branding. It just means that someone's fully responsible for that, and we can just give them to do it rather than being added to someone else's job role, which then things just unfortunately get dropped.
My name is Jacob and I'm the marketing manager here at Bluebird Care. My 2 key objectives, following on from talks with David, are focusing on recruitment and improving the reputation of this part of the franchise. So through that it would be the website, social media, but mainly I guess content marketing campaigns. So for me it's almost trying to change the face of care. There's lots of younger people in the industry who have ambition and drive to develop their careers, and for me it's getting that across so that we can improve our recruitment campaigns and in turn improve the reputation of the business. I guess the main thing for me is actually making a difference. doing the marketing, I could just be selling t-shirts, I could be selling socks, but it's nice knowing that the communications I'm putting out there are actually going to change somebody's life a little bit. Working with David is great. I've been with him about 4.5 weeks so far, and he's just created this really nurturing environment for people to develop in, and I feel like I could approach David with anything, whether that's something personal or professional, and be comfortable doing that. So far I've really enjoyed that, and I imagine I'll be seeing the same in 3 or 4 years' time.
David is a very good leader. He always has his staff's back. No problem's too big, he'll let you go to him, you know, he'll help any way he can. Years ago, he even put uniforms himself and helped some of our customers to the shops and things like that, so he's not frightened to get his hands dirty, and he's certainly not unapproachable. You can go to him and he's got all of our backs.
My name's Lynn Ball. I am the Registered Care Manager for Bluebird, South Tyneside, Newcastle and Darlington. My role is to support all the staff and really support David. I've worked, 10 years I've been working for Bluebird. I came just about 3 months after they opened. I decided to go in to pick up the application form, and they were so friendly. David was there, because they were very small, obviously, a little team. And they just made us, I didn't go away and think about it, they just said, please sit and have an interview now, fill the application form in. And I said, see, well, I've got no experience of the older generation. I said, but you've got life experience. And they were right. By the time I'd had the interview, it made sense that I could do that role, obviously.
So today actually does hold a momentous day, Lynn, because we set the business up it would be 10.5 years ago. So it was 11 years ago, probably last month, that I decided I was going to do this. And along the way, this lady came into my life. Right? And in the office where we had on East Bowling, she came across as a carer to start with, although that was... so yeah, and I think then she was a supervisor and you became the registered manager, was about 8 years ago now, 2013. And I honestly say this to the bottom of my heart, this business would not be where it is without this lady standing here. I always say I'm the least important person in this business. I'll probably say she's probably the most important. And without her dedication, her hard work, I don't know where we would be. And I owe her a lot, and everyone owes a lot, because I know she does things for you as well and for all the staff out there. But I just want to say congratulations, Lynn, for 10 years. And thank you very much for all your hard work.
I'll give you a cuddle, because I don't normally.
I've got there's the card from the team, but I've got some gifts for you. 2 seconds.
Oh, I'm in the wrong. Oh, sorry.
You're right in the middle there.
He's the boss, and no matter whatever happens, I always go.
So then there's something, some little treats. And then there's a little something as well. All right.
Okay.
So enjoy, and thank you very much. All right.
I'm all nosy.
If you want to make a speech, you can make a speech.
I've got to say, I've really always enjoyed working here. So when I stepped through the doorway and I wanted a quiet year, because I came from a very busy other job. So I thought I had the most fantastic year. I met the most amazing customers, had a great boss, and amazing colleagues as well, and it's never changed. And I think that's what makes me feel very enthusiastic about going forward all the time, is because I've still look forward to coming to work. And I hope I can put this across to you as well, because I do try to cheer you up all the time if you're having bad days, because we certainly have stressful times, but just stick in there and just say it's not where you start in your career, it's where you finish. Mm-hmm. So I think I've turned things around for myself in my life, and I'm a very happy person working for Bluebird and working for David.
The most rewarding part of my role, I think, is going back to having a real sense of purpose about what we do as a business. I think if you wind the clock back 11 years and what I wanted to achieve, I'm immensely proud of the journey we've been on and the difference we make every day to our customers. And I think we've got a slogan here about being smile makers, and I think that's what we want to be able to do. we're able to give peace of mind to not only our customers but their families. And I think that's so important because we're entrusted to look after their loved ones and to make sure that we support them in a compassionate way. And I think with that comes immense responsibility, and I think for me there's a real sense of purpose in there, not only in business but a business that adds that is brilliant. And also what I get as well is from our staff team and our employees and our Bluebirds, I think to give them an environment where they can actually go out and do what they do best is very humbling, and to give them an environment to be able to do that is something that they keep on coming back to us and saying they're so happy that they're able to have that, and they get trusted and people listen to and they get to do their job. And I think that a combination of all that, getting feedback from our customers and families around about the difference we make to their lives, it is very, very humbling. And I think for me, it's the most enjoyable part about the job is when you hear the success stories and hear the difference we're making. It makes me immensely proud.
It's $4 a head, so I think it comes to £320 for 120 users a month.
Okay.
We just have to monitor it, but you've got all this. So we do events, a directory I imagine is like a contacts page. I've added you but you haven't accepted yet, which is very rude. Events.
Career progression with the staff, I think it's a big thing, because I think if you want to be employer brand of choice, you have to have options, because otherwise you can take people up and they might look elsewhere, as we know. It's a very tricky one because it's the same as what I would call in teaching. You don't want to lose your best teachers to promotion, because if you lose your best teachers then you're not delivering the best, the students don't get the best education. I think it's the same with ourselves. So within our care team, our Bluebirds, we do have career progression, and that could be they want to stay in particularly domiciliary care in our traditional premium care model, or they want to go into end of life, or they want to go into complex. Within them, different skill sets, different competencies, and they can train up with that. So that's fine, so they keep motivated, they keep as though they're learning in PDP. But within those things, within our business, I would say 80% of the people in my team at the moment, we've got about 120 staff, but in the management team, we've got about 15 in the office team. I would say 80% of those people have been coming from within. And I think it's something I always try to promote, because I think they know the company, I think they know what we stand for and what we're trying to achieve. So within a care role, they've got avenues to go to. Within, if they want to advance and come into a more senior position, there's roles there for them to do. And because we're a progressive company and we're always pushing the boundaries, there's opportunities that would be around the corner that I don't even know about now, and I think the staff team know that.
I think in any industry, obviously, there's going to be challenges, but I did find the challenges in care a lot different, obviously, to hospitality, what I had been in, because obviously dealing with someone who's not very well or doesn't know what they want is totally different to dealing with a drunk, you know, which is obviously where I had come from. But actually the training I received within Bluebird Care was just out of this world, and actually gave us the tools in order to be able to know what to do out in the field in order to deal with those challenges. So it might be someone who is aggressive with Alzheimer's, or it might be someone who doesn't know that they need to eat, and you're going in order to give them their lunch, but they don't actually remember what lunch is, or they don't know that they need it. And it just brought a whole new dynamic to my life, which I just loved, and it was just lovely.
I've been here 4 years, well 4 years just gone. I've worked 25 years in a sewn factory before I came here, and just absolutely loved my job. Came as a carer, and then 12 months after that I got what we call a team lead, which is before supervisor. Done the team lead job, and then November last year, maybe October, November, one of the two, I was promoted to field supervisor. So, which is not bad going in 4 years, and I've just completed my MVQ3 as well. I
think for me, my point of view is it's better than I would be having my own job. As a business owner, anyone will know that you're never able to switch off. I think in one sense, I try to use an analogy, it's like a computer that you don't shut down, you've got your head whirring all the time. But with regards to time, and you're able to control that and manage it, realise there's only so much you can do in a day, it's massively improved my work-life balance. I can enjoy time with my young family. I'm able to be at all the events that I want to be with my young children. With regards to taking time off, if I want to be able to do that, I have a great team here. If I didn't have that great team, I would not be able to switch off and be able to have that work-life balance. I think it's so invaluable and so important that you surround yourself with good people that you can trust, because if I didn't have that, and I didn't trust my staff team, I wouldn't have that work-life balance. In this industry, it's understanding that in any business, there's going to be good days and bad days, and I think you just got to take the rough with the smooth and realise and just be resilient. I think you take a lot of that from your staff, and especially over the last 2 years, that it can be challenging, but realise if you have a plan, you have a structure, and you're willing to put the effort in, then really, with a good win, there should be no issues. And I think it's being understanding and compassionate to your staff needs and understand what they're going through, and also the customers. And I think with that, if you can be a people person and have empathy and on the emotional intelligence, I think from my point of view, I think emotional intelligence is a big factor. And I think alongside that, if you have the financial intelligence, if you can match those two together, I think you can be successful in this industry.